at that market. We're not in that. We should try to build industrial trikes. And then they quickly realize it's not a big market. You know, if you're Cannondale or Trek, what are you going to do selling a few dozen trikes or a couple of hundred trikes a year compared to thousands of mountain bikes and thousands of road bikes? So it's too small of a market for a big company, and it's too big of a market for a small company that can't compete and can't keep up with the demand for this small, very particular, individualized kind of business. So, you know, we're kind of in a sweet spot. We're big enough to handle the bigger companies, but we're small enough to handle the individuals. And like a mom of a special needs kid that needs a trike, we can help those people, you know, with a very individualized sale, which big companies can't do. So we're kind of right in the middle.
Okay, you answered, I think, all my questions, but my last thing is this.
Yeah.
Like, what's something about your business that if someone like me who doesn't know anything about the trike business, like what's something that I would need to know that's not obvious?
As far as using a trike or getting into the business of trikes?
Maybe if let's say I'm like a manager for like a construction maintenance company.
Okay.
Like what's something I would need to know that like isn't obvious before I get started up and like choose you to go to?
Right. Okay. So one thing is that you have to compare what are you guys using to get around now. Are they walking?
Yeah.
Are they using golf carts? Are they using pickup trucks? So if it's an indoor facility, the trike is a no-brainer. Even 1 million square feet. You can get a golf cart, you can get electric scooters, but now for the price of one of those, you could have got 10 of these. For the price of maintaining one of those, the downtime required, the batteries, the insurance, if it's a gas-powered vehicle, the emissions of it, there's a lot of downsides to more expensive, more complicated vehicles. This is the least complicated vehicle there is. It's 300-year-old technology. It doesn't get simpler. So once you take air out of the tires and you build a heavy-duty trike, you're going to gain efficiency. And that's what someone who doesn't have a trike in their facility now is going to say, okay, let's try one and see how it goes. And then all the other people quickly realize this is a great way to get around. That's what it's about. That's what the person who needs to know that has never seen it or never thought about it before. It's like that guy's walking 3 miles an hour a day, and by the end of the day, he's walking 2 miles an hour. He's exhausted. He's pulling a cart. He's pushing a cart. He's carrying something on his back. The guy's exhausted. This, he gets around quickly, does the job, onto the next site. Much easier and much more efficient than walking, and much more economic.